The Eastern Lions Go-Kart Club is one of the many clubs in Australia that caters for the 5,000 or so licensed go-kart drivers. The club's annual championships were held recently at their Humevale track outside Melbourne. Go-kart racing enthusiasts are quick to point out that the cost of kart racing is very low in comparison to other motorsports. Consequently, the sport is rapidly growing in popularity. Go-kart racing is more than just a hobby. It attracts dedicated professional drivers and requires as much driving skill as full-scale motor racing.
A lot of people take it seriously. It can lead to bigger and better things in motorsport. If you look at this year's world champion, Keke Rosberg, he started in karts. Last year's world champion, Nelson Piquet, he started in karts, and before that, Alan Jones. If you look at our own motor racing scene, guys like Dick Johnson, he occasionally races a kart. He reckons it keeps his reflexes up between major races. It can take a lot of time to do it. You have to be reasonably dedicated like any sport if you want to do pretty well in it.
Greg Brewer is a former Australian 100cc go-kart champion and is an active member of the Eastern Lions Club. He now drives a 200cc twin-engine machine. The Eastern Lions Go-Kart Club encourages family involvement in the sport and conducts races for 7 to 12-year-olds, 12 to 17-year-olds, as well as for adults of all ages.
It's good for the whole family, basically, because it can start right through from 7-year-olds right up to, you know, mums and dads. Anybody can actually race. It's split up into classes by age and by engine type. The original class is from 7 to 12-year-old, which race a Victor kart. And from 12 to 14, they race 100cc engines. And then from 14 to 17, they again race 100cc engines. And then they go into the senior classes after that, and then they can race 100cc engines. They can race twin-engine karts, they can race gearbox karts, they can race whatever they feel.
New drivers have the opportunity of gaining experience and obtaining a go-kart license by competing in novice races and machines powered by Victor motor mower engines supplied by the club. A new driver is issued with a go-kart license after racing competently in 3 meetings and acting as a course official at a 4th. The club conducted championship races in 6 adult classes and 5 junior classes. Competitors raced in 5 heats and scored points for finishing in the first 4 of each heat. To win the championship, drivers had to end up with the highest aggregate point score. The rookie class is a national class for 7 to 12-year-olds driving the Victor-powered go-karts. The Victor 12 to 17-year-olds class is not a national class, but is a special event conducted by the club for juniors not interested in racing in the specialist 100cc go-karts.
I think the basic benefit is that they learn car control before they actually get out on the road. It tends to sharpen their reflexes so that if you do happen to get into a dangerous situation, you know how to get out of it. It's a great training ground for them before they actually do go on the road to drive.
The men's open class is a national class for go-karts with 100cc engines. The club divides its drivers on ability and performance into 3 grades. In Michael Lee defeated Lionel Morgan and Malcolm Freestone. In the B-grade race, Huggins in Kart 115 got himself into trouble and lost any chance of gaining a place. The B-grade championship was eventually won by Craig McLagan in Kart 325. In the A-grade championship, Mick Backer in Go-Kart 57 dominated the 5-race series. Schumacher won the A-grade championship from Stuart Burns and Max Brock. The national stock class is for go-karts powered by stock standard manufacturers' engines. The class was divided into two groups. Overall winner of the first group's heats was Brendan Crowley in Kart 474. Group 2's winner was Jim Seath driving Kart 178. Seath finished slightly ahead of Crowley on points, which enabled him to take out the National Stock Class Championship. The Yamaha class is similar to the National Stock Class. It's for karts with stock standard Yamaha engines. Stephen Fox in Kart 602 spun off the track at the beginning of the second heat. He tried desperately to scramble back into the race, but found that he was unable to. Graham Blood in Kart 404 was awarded the class championship, with John McLagan and John Strugnall coming in second and third respectively.